Alrighty, folks, here we are at Arapahoe Lanes for the ABT Finals. We got the top 5 for you today. Number 5 seed Tim Willems versus number 4 seed Jeff Schlehuber. He is actually in 4th place because we're running a little late because we had a surprise, a tie, Nick.
Scary.
Here at the ABT. And I never saw the odorous effect of Stepniak or Ross Kelly today.
Mr. Stepniak is bowling nationals.
Okay. Well, hopefully he's not stinking it up there.
And Mr. Ross Kelly's a little under the weather because this is his house.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
We didn't see him.
Oh, well, hope you feel better there, Steve. We got a tie for you in spirit. So Jeff Schlehuber lost to, who was it?
Mark Painter.
Mark Painter, okay. And
tied for 3rd, so Mark is our 3rd seeded player. Jeff losing his 4th seed, and he's bowling Tim, our 5th seed.
And he's playing a tight line in the middle, folks. There was going to go from the first shot with a strike. He started out with the turkey against Mark in the tiebreaker, but couldn't hold on to the lead.
Well, I think that was it a 10-penny flag.
He flicked, the 6th frame. Yeah, he went turkey, spare, and then missed the 10-pin, and never got that double to take the lead back from him.
Now he's got his work cut out for him. Now he's got to win 4 matches.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here's a no-thumber, Tim Willems. I didn't know he's a no-thumber. Comes in pretty strong, leaves a 6-9-10.
Tim's one of the, out of the 5 here, he's one of the newer members, and this is Tim's first appearance in the finals. Tim's from Lakewood, and obviously Jeff lives right down the road on Highlands Ranch.
Well, he's close by.
Then we got a Parker guy, a Denver guy, and a Kiowa guy.
Kiowa. All right, we got a spare for Tim there. He's on the board. Now what are we giving away? 19 pins, looks like?
Yep.
Okay.
19-pin advantage of Tim.
Scott just told me earlier they're going to have to get me. He's going to get me a cough button since I'm a smoker. I'm like I keep covering my microphone when I cough. That's going to good. Yeah.
Nice
Good shot.
Good ball.
Got some good revs and fairly forward roll for a no-thumber. Normally they come around the side of it, try to get a little side roll.
And if those of you watching, you'll see there's a little bit of area out there, which is why the scores were so high. We're on basically a modified Team USA Paris pattern. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, Paris pattern basically looks like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And there's a strip of oil in the center of the lane goes down 47 feet. This pattern has been modified for our spring nationals. It's going to be at the new stadium at South Point in 2 weeks. And what they did is they took the tower down to 41 feet. But what it does, the way it's been laid out, is it gives you hold in the middle and it gives you swing. When you have both of those, you're going to have numbers. So.
I'm looking at the graph right here and going, why didn't I bowl? I think I could bowl on that.
And so the scores are big.
Looks pretty nice, the graph. It's flooded in the middle.
Tim, our 5th seeded player, at 110 over. He was 233 over in qualifying.
Oh, he was the guy you were telling me about that led qualifying.
296 his last game with handicap.
Lordy.
So he lit it up. Probably the best 4 games ever bowled in his life. But that's cool. That's good to see.
That's what it takes sometimes,
oh,
especially when you're new to this tournament. That's got to sit. Oh, it does. Just a little high. Kicks the 4 forward.
Now here's the killer. Now this is obviously pretty easy. The scores are high. The key to this pattern is how the dressing is applied. And with
forward and reverse oil.
Forward and reverse oil. So now next week we're going to put this exact same pattern out at Holiday in Lakewood.
But
we're going to slow the machine down on the reverse oil, which will put more volume down as it comes back, which will take all this pretty much out the window.
I was just going to say, and make it easier.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it won't.
I'll be here.
Okay.
I think I want to get a sponsor.
I will bet you a great sandwich in the elbow room, which has good food, by the way.
All right.
That the cut next week is lower than it was this week.
No, I can't bet that because I have no control over it. But what I would say is that I would make a bet on myself that I would make the cut.
Well, we're not going
on a shot like that. Yeah. You give me more. You give me more oil on this type of pattern in the heads.
No, it's not in the heads. It's here.
It's the reverse at the top of the.
That's
okay. That could make it trickier.
Yes,
now that you explained it that way, that could make it a little trickier.
Yes, and we'll see.
The trickier it is, the better I feel. So I don't like.
Well, you always work tricks.
Hey. All right, so we got a spare going for the He got that one way
let's
in.
sit. Oh, and he almost carried it.
That one still held quite. That was
pretty good.
He hit the tower.
Yeah, yes, he did.
He tugged it into the tower where the oil was. If that were 41 feet, that would have made it all the way down the lane.
47
or 47 feet.
Oh,
yeah, this is
definitely.
41.
It would have been a high
It would
flush.
have been. Yeah, that would have been light.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, from
Wash
the angle
out.
he was
Wash
playing
out.
it. Yeah. 2-8-10 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so it's amazing how a shot can change
That'll
just
hook.
by doing a couple different things.
Yeah, and the way things are applied is when you're. I thought the heads, the reverse oil in the heads, but it's putting it down from the front, the back to the front.
Correct.
So.
And we'll see And now I'll have 2 weeks worth of data to give to Myron Mitchell,
Sure.
my national director, and go, okay, when we did it this way, this is what the numbers were.
And that's kind of a tricky bet about the sandwich. How many cuts are 110 anyway? Of course, it's going to be lower.
Well,
Try and get
never
a free
say
sandwich
of
out
course.
of me. Of course.
No.
Yes.
Would I do that to you?
I didn't say it was a lock, but I said, of course, it's going to be lower. All right. So there's our first miss from our number 4 seed, Jeff Schlehuber. I call him the Uber Huber.
Fort Collins boy. Now living
He comes
in
down
Highlands
he comes down from Scott's neck of the woods.
Yeah, kind of.
Our president.
He's not there anymore.
Oh, he's not.
No, he lives right down the street.
Oh, that's right. You just said that.
Now his brother David still lives in Fort
Okay.
Collins.
I don't like seeing families split up like that.
Trust me, they're
Unless it's the Ross Kelly, Steven can move somewhere.
They're meeting in a bowling center somewhere.
Oh,
anyway.
exactly. It's not like they can get away from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good spare for Jeff
He's
there.
an IQ pearl.
Yep, he likes that ball.
Yes, he does. Yep.
I like that ball. I've never owned one, but everyone
I am
see
kind
throw
of
it is
surprised.
like, wow.
I am
that's
kind
really
of surprised that it's been discontinued.
good. It has been discontinued?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to get one now.
No,
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some in stock places. Dick's got raised his eyebrow for me. Maybe he's got a free bowling ball for me. I haven't gotten a free bowling ball. Well, I can't say that.
You got all your stuff free when you're bowling.
No, I paid
Team
for
USA.
it. Oh my God,
Yeah.
stupid! I gave away more
Sure.
than I kept.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many bowling balls I gave away.
They give you more than you'll ever need, and then
A
some.
case a week, or no, a case a month.
Case a
Sorry,
month?
a case a
Yeah.
month.
Sit.
Oh no!
Oh,
no, that
we
was-
got lucky.
Yeah,
Very
he's got
lucky.
that forward roll that grabbed it as soon as he hit a dry board. You can pull it in there, but a little side roll helps that down
Thank
the
God
lane.
he's using
yeah.
that type of ball. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was getting
polished
more
a little bit
aggressive.
surface. Yeah, no
That ball would
surface.
have went right through the face.
Well, it did go through the face. It would have gone Brooklyn. That was
It'd have been ugly.
That was the
Let's put it
solid
that
2-3 pocket right there. For those of you who are just joining us, we got a little late start, so you got most of the matches to go. Only 4 frames into this first match on our TV pair here at Arapahoe Lanes. Brought to you by ColoradoSports.TV and Nicholas Orsa, ABT director, with me here again. I missed last week. I heard we had an 84-year-old gentleman go all the way through the field. That's pretty cool.
One of my charter members. He joined in 1982.
Awesome.
And that was his
You didn't tell me that.
10th title in 30 years, but he had one in the last 5. But 84-year-old gentleman, and he had to bowl 4 matches.
All right, he made his move. He got the strike on
awesome.
6.
And he was the cut this week.
Oh, was he?
So that's cool.
Who was it?
Harold Harris.
Harold Harris.
Out of Dacono.
Oh, wow.
Again,
up my way.
that's
Up my way.
Yep.
All right, so Tim Williams made his move on lane 6. He's finally in the pocket there. Now can he throw a little bit better ball than he did last time on 5?
Oh, this is
Get himself a double. This is big.
dead even.
Yep.
And he could take a 10-pin lead with a double.
That's a good ball.
Gave it room.
That's a good ball.
That was
great
sweet.
shot. That was
Yeah.
great shot off his hand.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, pressure's back on the Uber Huber. And that's the tie game match against Mark Painter. It was kind of fun. They were just having. I mean, Jeff's pretty serious when he's up on the approach all the time.
But he knows it's not one and done.
It's not. Yeah,
Right.
he's whatever happens. You got here a little bit different story when you got to throw a double.
Yep. Money's again very good this week. 5th place today with 5% of the megapots, $434. That's the worst.
Everyone's in.
Everybody's in. Yep.
There's nobody to root for.
Not this week. Nope. Because if we did, the peanut gallery would be swarming.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good ball. Is it going to get the 10 out? Nope, little flat 10. Yep. It's going to give Tim the early lead going into a little lead going into the second half of our first game here. He did miss a 10-pin in the tiebreaker game, so he wants to make sure to get that on this match, that's for sure. We got Mark Painter down here looking at his phone. Rob Macco and Micah Smith over on the practice pair. Our other 3 bowlers in the top 5. All right, for the spare, Hoober. That's right at it.
That's good.
Yep.
All
Usually when you fall off to the right on a 10-pin, you got it. Right, George Brooks?
Oh, God. George is already making notes for you.
Oh, I'll see him tomorrow night.
I know you will.
I ain't scared. Actually, he's the one that's not scared. He looks at me bowl now and goes, ha, I'll give you 30 pins. And I'll be like, no, I need more. All right. He's got the spare. He's got 117 in the 5th to 109 in the 5th, but he is getting 19 pins.
19, yep.
So he's got a single-digit lead. He's got him throw a strike here to continue to put some pressure on Tim to continue his streak. It's a good ball.
Boom. Oh, hold. Oh, he does.
With the
Trips that 4.
Yeah, he's been tripping that 4 a lot since today, and it's the angle that he's playing. He has no angle, so he's trying to. When he gets that high flush shot, or even a little bit high, he's been tripping that 4 nice because the ball's not driving through to the left; it's going directly back.
Yes.
That's you don't want to be half pocket or even normal pocket's going to leave you a 10-pin at that angle. Whereas Woolham is getting the ball to the right and bringing it back with a lot of angle. His high pockets are going to leave the 4 pins. He tugged that one. Yep, he tugged that one, gave it right back. There's the double into the 4, 7, 10.
Ow.
Oh, Duke's going to go to the Final 4, taking out Gonzaga. 10-point lead with 50 seconds to go. All right, going after the 4, 7, 10. He's just going to go, whoa.
Oh, he doesn't get anything on a double. Ooh.
Oh, you got to go for 2 there at least on a tight match.
That might come back to haunt him.
Yep.
That was 4 pins.
He gave away 4 pins right there. If this match comes down to the needing a double versus a strike spare, it's not just the 4 pins. It's what it does to the last frame or 2 of what you might need.
Yes. Your setup going in.
He needs to get it back here. That's a good ball. That was a better ball. He
looks much more relaxed on the left lane.
Yeah, he's only hit the pocket. Reason. Well, he's only hit the pocket once on 6.
And probably because he's not worried about the ball return.
Yeah,
when he's on 8.
Yeah.
Or 6.
You got to block those out. I mean, it's easy for me. I was.
You bowl enough. You're right. I don't even think.
It's not. I can bowl in front of the ball return. It's no biggie. And a lot of the times my approach is short enough to bowl in front of the ball return. So, but it can be tricky if you're on a shot. I've been to those shots where you have to walk around the ball return, and it's a little more difficult. But you got to block that out. It's about what you do at the foul line.
Yep.
That's got to sit.
Money.
And it does.
That was a great shot.
I'm at this left angle, so you had a better angle. He's directly behind lane 6. I'm directly behind lane 5. I thought it was going to be a little high off his hand from my angle. But that gives Jeff the lead back. It's going back and forth
18.
here. Yeah, he got his whole handicap back pretty much.
He's up 18 now. And can extend it with another one. 9th frame,
if he gets one here, he's going to force Tim to do something big in the 9th and 10th. Just to put pressure on him.
Sure.
And Jeff's an experienced bowler. He's bowled a lot of these stepladder finals. That's good.
I liked it.
That
He
was
liked it.
off his hand. I mean, I had directly behind him. I was like, that's, yeah. That was odd. He was only going to leave a smash 8 on that.
Let's see. Tim conceded for 220.
Plus the 9, well.
And Jeff's on a 257 pace.
Yeah.
So he
he can shoot 259 and lose. Handicap.
Yeah. Yep. But if he does cheat,
welcome to the modified Paris.
Yes.
He can't find 6.
Yeah.
He just couldn't find 6.
It's almost like he's short stroking it.
Yeah, because on lane
different.
5, that's what I was just gonna say. After his last shot, you could see his release, his follow through came through the ball down the lane. Where on lane 6, the ball, when he released the ball, his hand's going straight up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And he's cutting it instead of extending it down the lane with his release. Oh, and that one just tried to flatten it too much.
Yeah. So now we're looking at 188 max.
Game over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
Well, still 5th place, like you said, 454, you said? Or
Yep, 434.
434. All right.
And not bad for his first time in the top 5. He had a great weekend.
Loses any bonus? Did he have any bonus coming in?
He had 1 bonus spin, so that's all he definitely loses.
Yeah.
But of course, as good as he bowled
handicap
this
might
week,
go down a little.
Those scores added in now.
Yeah.
Because the scores are so high, I'm sure his average is going to
go
up a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I need to bowl the tough patterns, don't I?
Yep.
Get my average down. Because I suck.
Well, you can go out here and whack this. Of course, you'll come back and you'll be in JD's territory. Squat.
Yeah, no.
Oh, did it again.
Oh, that one was going to come back, though. He had that big one. Yeah. Well, disappointing finish for Tim there. It's opened 3 of the last 4 frames. But like I said, $434 later, 5th place finish. Not bad here at the ABT. Jeff Schlehuber will be moving on to bowl the man. He just bowled in the tiebreaker.
And it happens almost all the time.
You know, it does. The guy who wins tiebreaker has that game of practice, makes the 5th seed sit for a while. Mark Painter's been sitting for a good 40 minutes since their game ended. He'll come in. We get 2 balls on each lane. Jeff's getting some confidence.
Oh, yeah.
When he starts feeling it, he's tough to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty intense out there. Mark just threw his first ball on the practice pair.
Everybody's got their own.
Yeah, some guys bowl. The number
much.
1 seed would be down there bowling right now. They got some award scores up there on the wall, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
That's
nice.
He's feeling it. He's gonna be tough.
10 back.
That was 10 back. Speaking of, do work. Sean.
Speaking of 10 back, again, Sean Lee's team won the
Big Swiss.
Russ Schaefer, Ricky Schaefer, and a young lady that I'm not.
Yeah, they had a bunch of baggers on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
What? Ricky Schaefer can't be averaging 230. 235, so he's bagging.
That is a good tournament to win.
I want to get in there, but they're all full, and I'm, like I said, can't rely on me in the clutch lately.
Great finish.
Great ball. 257 scratch, 277 handicap, good enough to move on. Jeff Schley, Huber, going to be taking on Mark Painter here. We're going to take a quick break for editing purposes. We're going to be back after Mark gets his practice balls in. We're right around the bend. Alrighty, folks, here we are back as Josh Schlehuber versus Mark Painter, our 2 ties earlier.
Yeah.
We had Mark beat Jeff in the tiebreaker. Jeff's already had a game of practice here, and he threw a pretty darn good one, 257 scratch in our first match against Tim Willems. We're going to take our first look here at Mark Painter, our number 3 seed. He's getting 25 pins of 45 pins of handicap. Jeff gets 20, so he's netting 25 pins.
Yeah. Mark out of Parker, just south of where we are at here in Greenwood Village.
That's got to sit.
Southern end of Denver by the Tech Center.
Pretty close to home.
Yeah. Yeah, within probably, 10, 15 minute stops?
Yeah. About the same as me.
From where?
Depends how fast I drive.
I didn't know you had a pilot's license.
Exactly.
But Centennial is down the street.
We just heard during the break a plane that sounded like it was landing on the bowling center.
A big plane.
Big plane. And with everything going on, I'm like, oh man, are you serious? Is this going to how it goes? All right. Painter going for the spare. Got to watch the chop.
Nope.
He must have tried.
Yes. And you know what's funny? I've said that to like 2 or 3 different bowlers.
Try to chop it.
As we've talked.
Yeah.
Try to chop it.
Try to chop it.
And they come back and they go, that works.
I'm telling you. Just try to chop it. And that way, when you call it, say, I'm going to try to chop this, and you miss chopping it, you make the spare. But if you do it, you say, see, I called it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Either way, you can make it good.
Yep.
There's Jeff looking to go. Yep, he's looking. He's looking
He's
confident.
the basic locked at this point.
Yeah. It's going to come down to not carrying and making your spares. If you throw spares away, you're going to give away all those strikes.
Yep. Don't want to give the strings away on a easy spare.
Yeah.
Miss.
You get your pocket splits. Those are part of the
they're
game.
gonna happen.
Yeah, that's part of the game. So.
Okay, Jeff wants to get out early here and quick double.
He got out early on the
Yes, he
first
did.
game, so
Yes, he
and then
did.
he missed that 10 pin, so he's going to have to stay on it. He looks a little more locked on this pair, though. That's a little high.
Oh,
he didn't
trip it this time.
Didn't trip that 4 pin
First
this
time he didn't get it.
Yeah, he was carrying him earlier, so. Of course, there's a few more games on it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have to bump a little left soon here in a little transition area. Rob Macko down on 1 and 2, practicing. Keeping his arm swing loose. We'll see him in our next match against the winner of this match.
Rob's been with me almost 20 years now. And again, the better bowler, he throws the ball exactly the same as I saw him 20
years ago.
Jerry Smith the same way, looks exactly the same, doesn't change a lick. They got their game, and it's just that all the time.
There's a good spare for Jeff. See, and I like the fact that throughout my career I was very versatile. I could do different things and play different shots. And now that I'm not practiced in my game, it's a disadvantage because my game just naturally goes to 5 different shots in a night. Yeah. That's why I'm like, some nights I'm like, I do 1 step, 5 step, 4 step from the back of the approach to the front of the approach. I'm like, well, I got to find something that works.
Really?
But having that nice, consistent game where you never change, then you're set.
Sean Christensen.
Oh, dude.
Whoop,
It's got to go Brooklyn. Yeah, that wasn't going to sit.
Yep.
That's what we call enabling a shot. He helped it a little too much.
Yep. 3-6-7.
Cody Vaughn in the house. What's up, Cody?
Cody missed cut. He shot good. Shot 99 over. Wasn't enough to
Just
sweep.
not enough.
But he did catch a scratch sweeper check, so that's not bad. That'll help a little.
There's lots of little ways that you can make a little bit of money to save up for maybe not making the cut or something here at the ABT.
And there are times where making a sweepers will more than pay for it, which is great.
That one tournament, I made the semifinals and I won a sweeper and a fifth second and something else, and you came up and gave me what you gave me, and I was like, what? I thought I made like 40 and 60 bucks, and you gave me a check for like 300 and 150. I'm like, what? I gotta do this more often.
And so what have you done?
I haven't. Well, I'm committed to. Oh, trust
Well,
me.
you're
I
committed.
should
I
be
know
committed.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm committed to the TV show. I'm
here we
sacrificing
go.
my own personal
Wow.
gratification.
Wow.
Oh, okay. My eyes are brown. You can tell. That's a good
Better.
ball.
Yep. Yes.
Extended through it, reached. Very good ball.
Kicked out to 4-9, but that's okay.
Oh, was the 9 there? I saw the
Yeah.
4 go late.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
He might want to bump a little left for the 4-9 carry. That's he was showing you what he did.
Yep. Mark's a good guy. Mark was here for about a year, and then he moved to Florida.
Okay.
And I said, okay, Mark, what do you want? I'm going to get a fresh start. Blah, blah, blah. Goes to Florida. And then Mike is a good friend of him, our tournament leader. And he goes, oh, by the way, Mark's back. I said, well, I guess Florida wasn't great.
Oh, Florida sucks. It's too hot.
Back he was. Yeah.
Hot and humid.
Yeah.
Horrible combination.
As we both know from being on the East Coast.
Yeah. Another good one. It's got a little light,
And
but
takes
the little
a
light,
7
but
out.
that swisher, he's really confident on 6.
He's got, his arm swing is so forward
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
just real loose.
Real relaxed, yep.
Speaking of the 4-9, Micah just left one down on lane 2.
You can
On
get
his
them in practice all you want.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. I don't care.
Get him out of the way.
I don't want 7 in a row in a practice pair.
Exactly. Practice pairs is where you leave the pocket 7-10s and the 4-9s and the swishing 7s. Then you know.
You're good.
Get him out of the way.
Yep, I'm ready.
Then the carry comes when the match starts.
Yep.
Yeah, if I start stringing them on a practice pair,
I
I stop.
stop.
Or I go for 10 pins.
Yeah.
I will get away from the pocket.
Yeah.
All right, Uber looking for the double. That's a better ball. He moved.
Oh yeah.
He
liked
moved.
that.
He
right-
moved.
right off
That
his
4-pin tripping, not
Yep.
tripping. He moved on
Yep.
that, and that was a great shot.
And again, like we're trying to tell everybody watching at home, even if he would have carried that 4-pin,
You
again,
move on it.
You move on.
Yeah.
You have to because you know you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, if you're already that high,
Yes.
what are the chances it's going to still hold for another
Correct.
frame or two? Just move left and
Yep.
leave a 10
Don't-
pin if
don't
anything.
wait until
Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah. That's what they call staying ahead of the move, you know, and this where Mark tripped the 4-9, he's got to move on that. He's got to throw a better shot on 6. This is the one he pulled last
Yeah,
time.
this
so
was probably
he
his worst shot of the
Yeah,
day.
he just has to get a better
Oh, he
shot.
did
No,
it
he did it again. He's helping it on lane 6. Does he get a break? Oh. So everybody's hand go up.
Well, a bar tab is going up in the Painter household, ladies. and
Nah, he's going to make it.
Okay.
He's safe. Yeah, that's 2 shots in a row on 6, kind of
Yeah.
like Tim Willems.
Oh.
They're both not hitting 6.
He just grabbed it, held on to
and
it.
Schlehuber is like, 6 is my, well, I won't say the word, but, you know.
It's just
He's
in a zone right now. Yeah.
It's going to be tough to beat coming up. Stay tuned. Uh-oh.
He pulled it again?
Uh-oh, he got it. Okay.
Barely. Yes.
Don't get sweat on the approach. Don't get sweat.
Oh God.
Wonder where did he move down in Florida? I'm from Naples, so
No,
like Tampa or something.
Michael would have to tell you. I can't remember.
All right.
But he's probably there maybe
he has
6, 8 months.
he has a chance to still come back in this match, win it, and win the tournament. And we'll interview him. I'll ask him then.
Yeah, there you go. Or Micah, worse, he's going to do a second today. We'll
True.
talk to him.
And then we'll talk to about Jeff or about
Whatever.
Mark. We'll talk to him about Mark instead of him. I won. Time to move on lane 5.
Please. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I hurt my finger. I don't know what I did.
Both.
Might just be arthritis. I know it feels like an arthritic thing today if I move it the wrong way. It's like, hey, I'm here. Scott Sludgester making in the peanut gallery making some comments he might regret later. Uh-oh. Oh, that's that?
It just
Wow.
sat. It just sat.
Wow.
I thought it was going to.
I thought
too.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be minimum 4-pin.
Went high flush, and again, there we go, talking about that bump.
Yeah, and he's just got it.
And last week there was none of that. Let me tell you,
really,
that ball, it was so dry.
Oh, that's right. You did
God.
tell me it was just hooking and setting,
Just brutal,
or just hitting the lane and hooking.
just nasty.
One of those shots I could have hooked the ball on.
Please, I come back and hit you. And I never would have hit a pin.
Then everybody's
Then a
going,
U-turn.
please bowl, knock yourself out. I'm sick of you.
Okay, I could do that.
Hey.
All right, frame 6 for Jeff, looking for a 4-bagger, extend the lead.
That's a little wide.
But,
A little wide. That's Swisher.
7. Yep.
But you know what? Easy spares, single pins. You got to make your spares, and he's got the lead by a good, decent margin early in the match.
He's got the lead now. Everything's on mark to double.
This is where we were last match. He didn't. I think he has a little bit bigger lead this match than he did. No,
Yes.
no, probably not.
No,
he had a
because more
turkey. He had a
handicap.
turkey, and he had an open. So we're about the same where we were going to the 6th frame. This is the frame he missed the 10-pin in.
Okay.
So, but this is not a 10-pin. 7-pin should be easier. Just focus, execute. And Jeff takes his time. He's very deliberate, so shouldn't be a problem.
See, and I've done you an ultimate favor.
Okay.
I'm dragging the Sledgester with me to Vegas in 2 weeks.
Oh, so we're not going to be doing the show. That's right.
Now we're going to be doing.
You're going to be doing the show
out
in
there.
Vegas.
Probably with Randy Peterson, Hall of Famer.
Tell Randy I said hi.
Will
Bowled with him at the Olympics. He won't remember me. Actually, tell him I'm the guy I'm the USA bowler that got hurt. They pulled my groin because I stuck on the approach and I went out onto the lane.
Ow.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Randy's a good guy. We were bowling doubles and I had to withdraw. At least it was after the Olympics. He got a better shot, but he's not lined up right.
Yeah, he's still pulling it.
I don't know if that's so much a pull as it is he's lined up wrong. Because that ball looked like he released it well, and it just immediately started hooking where he needs to get it, bump it in a little bit to get the ball down the lane to get a little reaction. He's getting too early of a reaction where he's playing. I need that cough button.
Halls.
Tickles in the throat.
Or what's that one with the
Ricola.
There you go. All right.
The big Matterhorn tube or whatever that was.
That shot, the way he threw that.
That was full flush pocket.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So just relax and let the ball go.
No coaching. No coaching. This ain't Duke and Gonzaga. All right, Painter needs to get something going here. Schlehuber's on fire, and he's started slow enough to give him a, 86-33 pin lead. He's giving away 20.
8.
Oh, he's only up 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's only up 8. Both bowlers on a spare.
It's got to sit. It's got to sit. Nope, it was off target.
Oh, he got lucky. He only left a 3.
Right behind. I was right behind it. I could tell the angle, the trajectory was going to be high.
So again, maybe this is where he was, and he had a good look, and now the lane has changed a little bit. He needs a bump left with his feet.
This might in semifinals done really well, and even on the tie pair on lanes 3 and 4, that might have been set. But we got 4 more games on here now, plus practices, plus just the time sitting. It's going to change the shot. He stays on the spare, rolled it nice.
Yep.
That's his flush pocket again. That's that's both spare shots have been flush pockets.
Okay, Mark, when you watch this after this weekend, listen to what we're telling you, buddy.
Listen to the old men.
Yeah. Listen to the veteran dog to my left. That's you.
Okay. I've been called worse. That's why I was like, "You're being nice." What's wrong?
That's so unusual for me.
What? All right, the Uber Hoober.
Frame 7.
Drew, Chris, and Mary, your orders are ready.
Oh, right in the middle of his approach. Didn't affect him too much. He hit the pocket. That's my food. Scott's going to go get it.
Low pocket time. Jeff's going.
He's like, what?
I want his name.
You know.
And I want it now.
You know what? I saw him hesitate in his approach. I thought he was going to stop, and then he continued on. But that's how lined up you are.
Yes.
If you can hesitate in your approach, think about stopping, and then still get up there and flush the pocket.
I told guys the story when I was learning, and I was starting the ballpark games. Guys were teaching me how to block everything out.
Totally.
And what they would do, they would yell, scream, blah, blah, blah. Force you to just absolutely get all
block everything out
and just focus.
I would practice next to children's birthday parties. I'd want them on both sides of me. Go ahead, bring it on. And when the parents are trying to tell them, oh no, I'm like, they're there to have fun. They bowl at their pace. You can walk right up on me. I want you to.
And that's great. It really is.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in Malaysia, and I had to have an interpreter, and it was at the tournament. It was at the Endorsement Cup, big international tournament, thousands of bowlers, and. First day, I'm in my first game or second game, something like that, and right in the middle of my approach, right behind me, a police whistle. And I stopped. I'm pretty practiced at stopping, and got up there, bowled again. It happened again. This time I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go. It's pretty. That's a good ball. There he goes. Good back in the pocket for a strike. But, after you block it out, if you expect it, you can block it out when I think about it. And then after the game, I went up to my interpreter, and I was like, because it kept going on. There were whistles everywhere every time I was up. And it was like, what's going on? And he says, oh, they bet thousands of dollars on you make or miss spare. And I'm like, what? And like, yeah, they're you American bowler. You're the only one here, and they bet thousands of dollars every frame you bowl. I'm like,
oh my God,
where's my cut? I can make or miss a 4-pin. What am I going to get out of this? So,
actually,
they were trying to mess me up, and
the one sound to me that is very difficult for me to block out.
He's trying to get it out. Oh, he got Brooklyn.
And you'll see it more internationally than here. Mm-hmm. Cowbell.
Oh, that ding. Oh yeah, that's Well, that's a little, Oh. And the thing about that is it's the pattern of it. Ding. If it was off pattern, it wouldn't be so effective. But that same thing, those things at the World Cup, the zuzuzas.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, really, that's so annoying.
I don't think that would bother me as much as that damn cowbell.
Well, it's the thing about those things. They were just so constant. It was a droning for an hour and a half,
like bees. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
All right, he got the Brooklyn. That was a better shot. It's not going to sit. He's still high. He's just not lined up right. Mark, when you see this, you should have been maybe
tweak your feet.
2 and 1 or 3 and 2 left.
Yep.
3 with your feet, 2 with your eyes. You would have got a little more oil down the lane, and you would have gone down, and it wouldn't have started hooking where it did. Yay, French fries.
French fries, chicken strips.
They got some shoestring fries here.
Pickles. Look at it. Guys are stuffing their face in front of me. What is going on?
The Maitre D did not bring me any salt.
The Maitre D was in the list.
He's watching your blood pressure.
My blood pressure is perfect.
Oh, he did it again.
Oh, no.
That's the third time he's missed the 3-6.
Gone around it.
Yep.
Got to try to chop it.
Killer.
There we go. You got to try to chop it.
Yep.
Well, it's pretty much handing the match to
that's a killer.
Mr. Huber.
That's a killer.
So he's giving away 25. He can shoot 188 or 183 plus 25. He can only shoot 208 handicap. Yep. He's getting 45, not 25. My bad.
Yes, 45.
So he can shoot 83, 45, 228.
Yep.
But
so
Jeff's on a 248 possible.
Yeah.
218
double, it's
pace,
pretty much over. If he
gets 9th and 10th, it's over.
Almost miss one of the last 2 frames and still win. Oh, he likes it. Yep. Absolute money.
That was all right.
That was his kill shot.
That was okay. You could tell he killed a little.
Yeah.
I think we at Nebraska, my coach called that the allowance room. At your release point, when you're practiced and you're on, especially when you're when you're in the zone, your hand can make an allowance for a bad shot at the release. And I think Jeff knew that he was getting it out a little farther, so automatically deadened the ball a little bit so it didn't overreact in the dry boards, and that's what that kind of shot
That
looked
was
like.
sweet.
That was a great shot.
It was a great shot.
I mean, it was okay.
So Mark's going to finish fourth today with 5% on the Megapot. He's going to win $484.
Not bad for a day's work.
$484 for fourth.
Actually, not bad for a day's play.
Yeah.
You know, when you
Jeff.
make the top 5, you've pretty much had a decent day, and you
Jeff's
call
got
it play.
230 minimum under his belt scratch.
He is moving on.
250 something. So yeah, it's
Back
a
to
done
back.
deal.
Let's see, 270, 250 coming in.
Yep.
Good luck, Rob.
We'll see. Well, you know, the minute we call something,
Rob can pop one too.
Oh,
It's
please.
this
All
is going to
day.
be each match is going to get better.
Yep. Yes, it will. Rob,
On
a
this
very
kind of shot,
experienced player,
on this
too.
kind of shot, the bowlers are it's gonna open up, and they're just gonna keep getting tighter and tighter because the bowlers are gonna bowl better. And we don't have a lot of handicap coming up, do we?
No, Rob has 21, so
that's
it's a
one
one-pin
pin.
match. But then Micah has
37. Okay.
So 17.
So our next
16,
match is
17.
basically scratch match.
Yep.
Rob's hoping for a tie, so he wins by 1.
Yeah.
Scratch tie.
Thank you. Yeah, please let's not use that word anymore this weekend. Because the sun is still up. You do want to go home in the sun.
I'm wearing my bow tie.
Oh. Gee, thanks, Drew.
Well, I'm not going to stop at bow. Boa, maybe. No.
No, I don't. I don't know.
I'm not a boa guy. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You're okay.
Okay.
We're off the rails.
Yes.
We're off the rails. All right, that's a good ball.
Sit.
Oh, nope.
All right.
You know what, though? Great finishes both games.
246, 266 with handicap.
So he's had a 270 and a 260 so far.
Yeah, shake that off. Hey, he's got 503 scratch for his first 2. That's a good
hard to
start.
beat.
Yep.
That is hard to beat.
Not impossible, but hard.
Nope.
So Jeff's now up into the $767 range minimum. That was a big match.
All right.
Mark just never
Never made an adjustment,
No,
looks
and he-
like to me.
he got tight, and it to me it just looked
Those
like he
first
wanted to
2 shots
pull
on
through.
6, yeah, he helped it and enabled it. Now you're going to die. I said you could have one go right ahead. Now he took my basket. Cody Vaughn trying to steal my food. All right. Oh, there's another open, back-to-back opens for Mark to finish a match. That's 2 matches in a row that Schlehuber's thrown the last like 5 or 6 and gotten 2 opens in a row thrown at him in the 10th, 9th, and 10th.
All right, we're
Rob
halfway
Macko's looking to take that, not do that. See you, Cody. All right, so Jeff Schlehuber is moving on to bowl our number 2 seed, Rob Macko, going to take his practice shots on lanes here on lanes 5 and 6, the Arapahoe lanes. We're going to be back with that their semifinal match in just around the bend. All righty, here we are, semifinal match. Number 4 seed Jeff Schlehuber won his first 2 matches, 270 and 260, coming up against our number 2 seed Rob Macko, who had a great semifinal. Rob has chosen to start the match, leaving Jeff to finish on his good lane.
Well, again, it's
by the time this game's over. By the time this game's over.
And again, as we've talked before, there's nothing that Jeff can do to Rob. If Rob likes this setup, then that's what he's going to go with.
Yeah. Yeah, as a number 2 seed, you're coming into a match, you're going to say, what's good for me? Let's see our first shot at Rob. Look at Rob Macko. Nice, easy shot. It's going to float and flip.
Nope.
Comes a little flat, leaves a 10 pin.
It's all right. Rob, again, we're looking at 2 experienced tournament match play players here.
Both these guys, a lot of experience in this type of format.
Again, Rob's been with me just about 20 years. When the Masters division started in '95, so multiple champion.
Back in the day.
Actually won a title right here, as it says on his shirt.
Yeah, he's wearing the Arapaho shirt. There's an easy spare.
Okay, all right.
Check on the approach there. Might have stuck a little on the 10 pinner, slipped.
We got a little on his toes.
Yeah. That says 8-time Masters champion.
Yeah, from 07.
Yeah, he's won. He's won
ago,
since I've been here.
Yeah, exactly.
Since I've been doing the show, he's won. He's probably in the mid-teens, I would think, or low teens at least, maybe
12 to 14 range, probably. Rob, you're having way too much fun, buddy. He's loving it. It's been a while since he got to the finals. It's cool.
He let that one out a little wide.
Yep.
That one wasn't coming back. See, early the other shot, when I was talking about, he got wide, but he flattened it out with the forward roll. That one, he kept his normal shot, got it through the oil, the hook spot a little bit, and went a little long on him, I think. Now, this is not the one you want to try to chop.
Yeah.
This one going across the lane is already too scary to chop. I don't know. I guess if you tried, it'd be harder. But this
Okay.
2.5.
Yeah, it could be a nightmare.
Chops itself.
Yeah. Especially when you got the other 2 for the bucket.
He got it. No problem.
No problem at all. All right, spare to start.
Scratch match, scratch start.
This should be
a great match.
Good match, and a close match. I'm guessing. Hopefully, it will be. I love close matches, and I like to see them have to make pressure shots in a 10.
I have a feeling the only thing that's going to stop it from being a scratch match or a close match is if one bowler just doesn't carry like the other one.
And the other one
they're both going to be in the pocket.
Yes, agreed. Kind of like JD a couple weeks ago, lost his carry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he was
whacking
money.
him.
Yeah.
He said he got caught between balls.
He did,
yeah.
and it was obvious. Yeah.
Yep. Another good ball. It's going to sit. Oh, see. Sorry, Jeff. That was my fault for commenting. Oh, that stinks. You don't want to see that.
That's probably the toughest thing for a scratch bowler to comprehend mentally is most times 4-9's a great shot.
Yeah.
And not only do you not get the strike, but now your spare difficulty.
Yeah, it's way up.
A double-edged sword. It's a shame.
That's like one of those. I always say, one or the other.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind so much.
Ooh,
good
give it
try.
a good try.
Good try.
Yep.
And he did it right. You want to go with the left side of the pin to give yourself a chance, but you want to make sure you don't throw away that pin.
Right.
Now he was on a spare, so it wasn't as important if it was on a strike and late in the match. But did you see this stuck roller coaster? They had to walk people down.
Woo.
It was the first day. They were running it, and it got stuck. I was just looking at the TV. They got on the news. Sorry, folks.
Frame 2
That's
for
a
Rob.
good ball. It's going to flip. Another flat 10.
Still flat 10.
But you know what? That flat 10's way better than that 4-9.
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's flat 10 twice. What does he do?
1 and 1 right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
Parallel move is just going to basically get the ball out to the dry 3 feet sooner. Get the ball into the dry a little earlier to get that ball into the little driving, a little bit more drive. Move it up into the pocket a little bit because he's got a good angle going.
And that's a common question that right-handers on that are going to ask. They're going to go, how do I eliminate that flat 10? I'm there, but I just can't carry.
Yeah, and on a wide open shot, this isn't what I would call a wide open house shot. On a wide open shot, you might want to keep your feet in the same spot and move your eyes one board right.
Correct.
Throw it out farther into the more dry so it comes back even stronger.
Correct.
But on this type of shot, you want to keep the heads from being too open, I would think, because it doesn't have that house shot ability. That's going to be what
he gave it room.
I wrapped it, but it was still going to be. I was still seeing 10 pin off his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he did try something.
He did move. Yeah, he could, but I think he looked like he moved his eyes in instead of out, which is better than out on this shot if you're not going to move your feet. Because you could do a 2-in-1 right, but then you're also decreasing your angle on top of. So you're going to leave just another flat 10 maybe. The 2-in-1 on this, to me, it looks like it would still leave the 10 pin. You want to get the ball out to come back more, not decrease the trajectory.
Okay. All right, so we go 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin, spare, spare, spare.
10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin. Sounds like we're in Japan. 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin. Was that? I didn't mean that to sound like. Oh, the Uber Hoober after the 4-9 on a great shot. See if he can come back, throw that away. You're hearing a little bit more in the background. That's a league starting down here at Arapahoe Lanes. Sunday evening league. Uber Hoober for the third frame. Got it wide again. Way wide.
Yeah.
And he didn't really hit it.
And with that shell, too.
Yeah. It looked like he just kind of dropped.
Recovery's not going to be the same.
No. That's weird. He had that lane.
Yeah.
And now it seems to have disappeared. 2 frames on it.
Well, I can understand where his thinking was. He went, okay, I went high. Mm-hmm. Let me get the ball out a little bit more down the lane. Let me see what I can do. But like you said, it looked like
he didn't look
it was
like
a combination. He just
got
didn't
the bottom
hit
of the ball.
Yeah,
just
didn't get under it. Yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 4. So on an open. So just count not a factor. Just close the frame.
And down the line.
Yep.
All right.
No problem.
Yep.
All right.
There we go.
So
Hi, Brooklyn.
He's down 12 right now. But 12 is nothing.
No. Not in the third frame.
Nope.
It's not nothing, but it's not nothing.
It's not something that can be overcome. That can change in a heartbeat.
I will go with that. It's like the first person who makes a basket in a basketball game. Oh, game's over.
Oh, God.
2-0. We're done.
Okay, pack up. We're out of here. All right, frame
That's
4.
going to sit. That'll sit nicely. Yeah,
Nice.
He moved in. He moved in.
He did the right thing.
Yep.
Okay.
See, he's staying ahead of the move. That frame 6 was just an abomination. Not a, what is it? Not an abomination.
Brain fart.
Well, not an abomination. It doesn't belong in these. This does not belong with these other things. What's that?
You as opposed to me.
True. Bowler as opposed to
Oh,
Nick.
here we go. I set myself up for that.
Thank you. I was
You're
like,
welcome.
I'll just take the easy path. That's going to come in
frame
higher.
4.
Wow,
Ooh, it never
sat
did
out.
anything.
Maybe we're getting carry down.
Maybe, or a little, just maybe a little bit of push in the wrong spot.
Because I thought he rolled that nicely. I thought he rolled it nicely. I can't hear a word you're saying. And not that it matters because I don't really listen to you anyway. Talking to Mr. Glover. Oh, that's not my stuff. You don't. Okay, so he gets. Oh my goodness, 2 opens in a row on lane 6. Oh, you know what? It's still a close match. It's just
Yeah,
not
it
the,
is.
it's
It
not
is.
the match I expected.
Yeah.
So far,
Yeah, if Jeff doesn't double,
it's only 4 pins.
If that.
3
yeah.
with handicap taken
Yeah,
out.
Sure.
So even though you're disappointed that you're not bowling well, you can at least look up and go, okay, but I'm still in this match. Figure it out. And I don't have a 4-bagger throwing at me.
Right.
That's a good ball.
Yes.
Came
Little
a little high, but
he
that's
kicked out
he played it better.
4-7.
All right. Let's see what Mr. Jeff Schlehuber can do on lane 6 here. 2 bad shots in a row on lane 6. He needs to go up there, execute the shot, just get through it, get his confidence back. He had that swing all nice and loose, and he was feeling confident. It's amazing 1 or 2 frames can just wreck your confidence in this sport.
And the same the other way.
Well,
Same
it's
the other
true.
way.
2 shots could be like, oh, I just opened up the lane, or I just figured something out.
Then all of a sudden you can't wait to get back.
Then you're
up.
like, then you're like, oh, come on, finish. Then you're like, do I really wish my opponent throws only 1 ball? Because I want to get up there?
Good.
That's a good ball, wrapped at 10.
That was nice.
But it was a good ball. He's
Yes,
back.
it was.
He's back in it. He refocused, re-executed. Oh, re-executed? Executed again.
Hey, it's our show. We can say whatever we want.
That's true. It's my language. I'll stick to it. Nobody understands me anyway, so
Even after
might
they
as
read
well
your
speak
book.
Greek. Queen's English. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay.
Scott, you come up with good ones already down
All
there.
right. Those little gems get hidden because he doesn't have a microphone.
All right, I'm going to talk to you real quick, Scott, and I'll let the people at home know what we're talking about. We're obviously going to be televising the match play of all the side event tournaments and the main event tournaments at the bowling stadium in 2 weeks. You are going to link up with ABT TV. So as a viewer, does that mean basically you can click on the TV or ABT TV and get the same?
Are they going to be linked, basically?
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Okay. Scott says at this point, unknown yet.
We weren't anticipating having it on CSTV, but it will be on the ABT website as well as ABT's YouTube channel.
Okay. Right now, bowlers at home, you can click on the ABT website when you're watching our finals at the bowling stadium on April 12th, or you can also go on YouTube and catch it there.
ABT channel.
On the ABT
High
channel.
flush or leaving 4-pin.
So that's the way it sits right now, but it's, of course,
We can add links on CSTV too.
okay.
And they don't. You said for those watching at home, they might not be at home. There are a lot of bars that play CSTV all over the town.
Really?
Yeah, they'll play the bar. They'll play them on their TVs.
Okay.
The bar. There's a lot of people probably cheering for Jeff Schlehuber at the bar.
Because they know?
Yeah.
I know that guy.
Nick said it.
Whoops.
They're like, yeah, Drew's usually with him. All right. Back to the match here. Jeff's got a spare, going for a spare in the 6th frame. He's got 86 in the 5th. And we got Rob with a strike in the 5th. With a double, he can get into the 90s in the 5th. So we got him. It's single digits. It's anybody's match with half a game to go.
Good conversion. All right. Both bowlers fishing a little bit right now. And again, could it be that we're getting just a little bit of push, or is that track starting to open up, creating some problems?
Well, Jeff's last 2 shots were really good, ring 10 and a high pocket 4, which he was carrying earlier. So it might come down to the lanes are a little different, changing differently now, because left lane has really, he's been kicking those 4 pins and moving, kicking the 4 pins moving. And the right lane, people have missed to the right.
Yes.
So they might get carried down the right lane and hooking on the left.
Yep.
This is bowling. Okay, got a break.
A huge break.
I think he's scared of getting it right now, because he tugged that one off his hand. Just that overcompensation from the previous shot. I'm going to get it in this time, and then helping it a little bit more. The combination of the two got that through the beak, but he got a break, got the 9-10 out of the 4-7, 9-10. leaving with the easy left side spare.
And on a strike, count not an issue.
Yeah. That's a good spare.
All right, so he's only down 3.
Pretty solid.
Two pin match now.
Yep.
With the handicap difference.
Sure is.
And 4 frames to go. Anybody's ball game.
I don't know. I think Jeff's got it locked up. I mean, he's up by 2. Come on. Oh, they got some announcements going during our show here for the league.
It's not going to bother these
Well, it's not
guys.
bad if you know it going up to the
Yeah.
approach. It's when, sit high,
kick it.
kick.
Oh, I thought he was going to kick the 4 pin.
We're running into that high pocket 4 pin not going now.
Yeah.
But earlier, I had mentioned Jeff's ball was kicking that 4 pin out because he had 0 angle going to the pocket. Same pocket for Rob, and he's not kicking it because he gets the angle going left.
Yep.
Prime example for you kids out there.
And easy to see.
Yeah.
Very easy to see. Look at the ball
The
reaction.
difference
at the
in the
back.
ball reactions.
Sure.
And again, that's going to sit.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. 102 in the 6 with a spare. Jeff can have 106 in the 6 with a
If
strike.
it comes down to all spares, it's basically a count game now.
Yeah, it is.
A 7 count's huge right now.
Yeah. Sure is.
But you got a 2, 4, 5 up there, or you know. Buckets are killers.
Oh, killers.
Killers on count games. All right, 7th frame for Jeff Schlehuber. Semifinal match here at the ABT. Arapahoe Lanes on South Dayton Street. Jeff refound the pocket. Let's see if he keeps it there. A 3rd consecutive frame. Looks good.
Nice.
Great shot. Great shot.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, just a couple frames, abomination frames.
Yep. And now, in Rob's mind, Jeff's got 6. I have completely lost 6.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That stuff is going through his head.
See, and that's where I'm at an advantage when I'm bowling in a semifinal match is nothing goes through my head.
Except wind, maybe.
Well, the echo of a nice breeze whistling through my ears.
That seashell effect.
Yeah. A little flashlight shows through. All right. This is a big double.
Yeah, big double.
That'll make it a double-digit lead. And he's moved in. I can already tell. That's a great ball.
Oh, yes.
Great ball. He moved in.
Yep.
Rolled it nicely.
And it just
Did
sat
what
real
needed
sweet.
to be. Yeah, it did.
Excellent move.
At 45 feet, you pretty much know what his ball is.
Yeah, because it's
Maybe
not
even
do a
40.
lot.
Yeah, it's
not
at
gonna
40
do a
feet.
lot.
It's already there where it's going to be.
Yeah.
And that was at 40 feet. I was like, yeah, that's a 17.38 board. That's perfect. It's not exactly 17 and a half. It's 17.38.
Unfortunately, Rob's going to have to finish on this lane, and he has completely lost it on this lane.
He's just got to go up there with reckless abandon.
Go.
He knows
Just go,
what he.
go,
yeah.
go.
No hesitation.
It's a little inside.
But he moved inside.
All right.
I think he got it in the head oil. That
Very
was what he
good.
needed to do.
Excellent.
All right.
He's got to get back in it now.
He learned
Get back
it.
to a single-digit
He got the 8th
advantage.
frame, the shot that he needed to go into the 10th, knowing he can strike on that lane now. He's got to match it up with this 9th frame to keep the pressure, put the pressure back onto Jeff.
For Jeff to win, he basically has to match Rob next 2 frames.
Yeah.
Yep.
To keep his lead.
Yep.
That's a good ball. He's got to get up, but kicked it out. It
He
got the
liked
10
it.
out.
Yep.
Got the 10 out. That's why I was like, if it just sits too much, it's going to be a
There
half
we go.
pocket. It stayed light enough to kick it off the wall.
Well, I was hoping for an exciting final match between these two.
what?
I think we're going to get it.
It's not the 270, 260 match we might have wanted, but 220 to 210 is pretty good too.
Yep, absolutely.
211 to 210, just as long as it's not 211 to 211.
With handicap.
Thanks. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes, anything but Rob losing the game scratched by 1.
Yes. And Joe, if you're watching in El Paso, well, you can't be watching in El Paso.
Why not?
Do they have
computer.
TV?
It's a computer. Oh, do they have to? Oh, ooh. Nick talking crap about El Paso. We always El Paso by. All right, this big shot, great ball, great ball.
That was nice.
Well, I can't think of that word. I keep thinking of abomination. That it starts with an A. I know it. It's just the wind is getting in my way.
Has nothing to do with your astrological sign.
And I had it too. It's on the tip of my tongue. My astrological sign is Scorpios, and I hate them. My biggest fear is scorpions.
Ugh.
And get this, surprise! My Chinese year, I'm a snake. So I'm a snake and a scorpion. Yeah.
Shake that off.
Everybody loves to be around me. All right, Jeff can shut him out.
Yep.
You know, he can strike out, still shoot 226, which is pretty darn good.
Yep. Yep. And the last 2 matches, he has come on.
He's
strong.
He's finished the last 6
Yep.
and the last 5.
Yep.
Well, he threw a fill ball, but didn't strike. But other than that, didn't matter. When he's needed it, he's got it. That's got to sit. It's got to sit. Oh,
Wow.
it's perfect.
Just a great shot. The moose. The moose is on the loose.
Hoober. We needed the clap. Hoober.
No, that's Jerry Smith. Don't even go there.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, here's the cough button again.
All right, Brother Dave in the back, rooting Jeff on. Jeff, last 3 matches now, has just put it in gear.
Yeah, between David
Has
and Jeff,
absolutely just jacked racks toward the end of each match.
we have some Schlehuber love on the TV up there a lot between the two of them. Like one of them makes it, the other one makes it, the other one makes it.
Yeah.
That's got to sit.
Is it?
Little high, but he
Wow.
got it. He got a little wide, but
That
it's
should do
10th
it.
frame, man. He's been on 8th frame on.
Yep. There's your winner right
and that's
there,
the
buddy.
winner. Jeff
Yep.
Schlehuber will be moving on to bowl our tournament leader, Micah Smith, who had a huge lead on everybody.
Huge is an understatement.
He
61 pins.
He basically lapped the field in the semifinals. So, but he's coming on to a burnt pair. It's not going to be like it was in the semifinals. He's got to know that coming in. He's got to be prepared to do at least an arrow left, I would say, minimum from where he was.
And we'll find out
He
soon
doesn't
enough.
throw a big ball, so it might not be over-affected, but the heads, it's the
and it
heads
can
that are
be
important.
Be what ball he's using also.
True. He could pull out a ball.
Yeah,
If that one
finish.
sits.
That's
okay,
right.
if that one sat, I was
Wow.
like, watch out.
But then he had the world.
Great finish again for Jeff
224.
Schlehuber, 244 handicap score.
Yep.
He's just shot 780 handicap series,
Yeah.
so not
Shake
bad.
that off.
Not bad, averaging 260 on
course-
TV.
Of course, Rob does throw the first
Now
one
he
in
gets,
the
he
tank,
found 6 on that last shot, but little too late.
Too late. Yep.
So
But still, third place today, $767
shake that off, Rob.
with 10% of the mega pot.
You can upgrade from McDonald's to Olive Garden.
Breadsticks,
There's a good one.
soup and salad.
So, oh, you can eat soup and salad? Yeah, he's like, oh, man. We need to have it 12 frames in a game. Just means Jeff Schlehuber would throw the last 8 instead of 6.
Really? Yeah, last 6, last 5, last 6.
Yeah, well, with minus the fill balls.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
I don't even worry
when
about
you
that.
needed it, the fill balls you didn't need it, so you
Right.
probably might have tried something different, or.
Yeah.
And Rob Macko does throw enough to Schlehuber today. We did end up with a good match. So we're going to be taking a little break here. Let Micah come down here, see what he needs to do on lanes 5 and 6 to take on Jeff Schlehuber in our final match here at the ABT at Arapahoe Lanes. We're going to be back around the bend.
Carrie.
Alrighty, here we are at the final of the ABT at Arapahoe Lanes. Brought to you by ColoradoSports.TV, Scott Sledgester, and our tournament director, Nick Lasorsa, here with me on the mic. We've got Micah Smith, our number 1 seed, versus our number 4 seed coming through the stepladder, Jeff Schlehuber, taking on slaying three opponents so far.
Jeff
slaying's the right word.
1 doubles title to his credit. This is going to be his first singles title if he wins.
That I had no idea.
And Mike is going for his 3rd singles title.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I guess I just didn't notice that Jeff Schlehuber does not have an ABT shirt on. A champion shirt.
He does, but...
Oh, he has the doubles.
Yeah, he's got the doubles. And, of course, his brother Dave has 3 titles.
So that's
Or 2, I'm sorry. So he says...
That's some consternation.
He said doubles doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's still going to have him by 1.
No,
but I said, well, at least give him a half.
I was just saying it's 2 to a half.
He says, okay, I still get him by a half.
Okay. and if Jeff pulls this off today, it's still going to be 2 to 1.5.
Yeah. But, of course, brotherly love will say, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. And I'm going to get
And the brotherly love back is going to say, I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead. All right, but Jeff's got a lot of work to do here to take that on. Micah Smith lapped the field we talked about earlier.
Well,
he made that adjustment. It's going to be high.
Yep.
He's trying to play it in the same spot, it looks like.
Yep.
Gonna have to make that move.
And a little tight, probably.
Yeah.
First time.
He hasn't been. When I first came doing the TV shows, he was like on 3 out of 4 shows or 3 out of 5 shows.
He didn't win any of them, but he...
No, I thought he won one. Yeah, he won
Okay.
one that I saw. And I think it was probably that Bellevue shirt that he's wearing.
Okay.
But yeah, he was, and then he kind of tailed off where he was still here a lot in the semifinals, but not bowling well enough to get to the TV. And he's back. Oh, that one hooked on him.
I didn't expect that at all.
Neither. I thought that was one of his spare ball. It was going to go dead straight, but it's obviously not.
All right, so shake it off, Mike.
That would have been high pocket. I mean, high pocket, because that barely hit the 3-pin.
Yeah.
So that ball's got a good reaction. It might be something he could work with going to that, moving left and swinging it if he knew that.
Yes.
He's still learning the game.
Yeah, he is. But I'll tell you what.
He's improved so much since I've met him.
Oh, my God. His improvement has been great.
Yeah. His swing is he used to be real robotic and stopping and jerky, and now he's nice and smooth. The swing's not, got to go Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. You know what? Right. If you're going to tug it there, tug it there.
Tug it there.
Yeah. It's just you don't want it to be in the middle of the pockets. That's the thing. So he's got to throw those 2 frames away. Even though he struck, you don't want to count on, that say, I got, that's something you want to work with. So those 2 frames are over.
If it's me, I'm going, thank you very much. And now I'll take advantage of that and throw a good shot.
If it's you, you're going to be going, if it's you, you're like, yeah, I'm lined up.
Why should I move?
What the heck am I trying to move for?
That's crazy.
I'm a carry beast on the Brooklyn side.
Years and years ago, we were at Northgate Lanes in Westminster.
Okay.
24-lane center. And I had an elderly gentleman by the name of Ralph Medina, God rest his soul. One of my early Super Bowl champions.
Flush.
And he's in a championship match, and he's got the front 9, and everyone was Brooklyn.
No.
Everyone. So the match is over.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm giving Ralph crap, and I go, Ralph, come on, dude. Put one in your pocket, right? So
what did he leave?
He moves, leaves at 10 pins, spins around and goes, I told you. I said, and we are hysterical. It was great.
Oh, goodness.
Ralph was a great guy. I miss him dearly. He was so nice.
All right, so Jeff starts with a double. He's coming out on fire.
His focus is so good right now.
Yeah. Like I said, that 2 frames that he threw were just out of the window and from nowhere, and then he got right back to it. Yep. Right, it came right back and said, "Nope, I haven't lost a thing." He's farther inside too again. They got the 10-pin out.
He has got such a look right now.
Yeah. And like you said, now his arm swing's just so much more loose.
And that's like 8 of the last 9.
Yeah, the fill ball's it.
Yeah.
He threw the last 5. Yep, 8 of the last 9.
Wow.
After he came back from those 2 shots.
Yeah. He wants this so bad.
You think?
Yeah.
I didn't know he didn't have a title.
No,
A singles
well,
title.
Singles title, no. He's been close.
I'm with his brother. He doesn't have a title.
Oh, inside.
Again, he's got to go Brooklyn again. No, leave him
didn't
the
have a
6'10". I think he's trying to play the same shot he had earlier and trying to maybe increase some speed. But all you're going to do is tug
the hold in the middle is starting to go.
Yeah, and you're going to tug it when you try to throw the ball harder. You're going to pull it down your backswing. We've talked about where your shoulder's going to rotate over. You're never going to get the ball right trying to throw it harder.
It's got to go left. Yeah.
You've got to move left and try and let the ball do the work. Right now, he's trying to work the ball, is what I'm seeing.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
That's got to stay.
It will.
Okay, well, it wasn't that other ball, okay? It was the one that hooked on him. Why did he throw that ball at the other spare?
Good question. All right. Even though he had a sizable handicap advantage, he had 17 pins.
It's gone already.
It's already gone, yep.
31. He's up by 12.
So
he's already up by 12 after 3 frames.
So he's bowling a master bowler who is locked in.
And now
and
giving
he's got
pins.
to bowl him scratch.
Now he's giving pins.
And now he's in trouble. Yep.
Someone who's wired and focused. And this is Schlehuber's to lose right now.
Yep.
That's got to sit forever.
Nope. Never got it right.
Nope. He's trying to play it tight. I can see he did move in, but he's trying to play it tight where, with what we've seen Rob do and Jeff's doing a little bit more now, they're getting the ball right to bring it back. Before, they were trying to play it straight as possible. Rob wasn't. Rob was hooking it all day.
Yeah.
He's nice slow speed with side rollers. Still as much as possible. But right now, it's open up even more to the right. You've seen Jeff Schlehuber throw it wide on 6, the lane that we thought was carrying down, and now it's just crushing up again. Those were just 2 bad shots. Here's another one. Try to chop it. Because that was close.
That
was close.
All right. And, it's funny. I don't know if it's second nature or whatever, but how many times have you seen it where a guy knows he has to move in, and invariably his mark has moved in to come? It's like he moves his feet, but all of a sudden his ball is in also. And he's in trouble all over again.
Yep. That's true. The biggest rule I've always that I just don't know why the bowling gods do this to us. But one night you'll be at league or a tournament and you'll have lane 5 down and you can't carry on lane 6, and oh my God, then you finally carry on lane 6 and then 5 goes away. It's like, really? It just seems that bowling does that all the time. I got lane 6 all day. You leave 1 10-pin, or you carry 1 shot on 5 and 6 goes away. That's a great ball. Yep. Get the 10 out again. There's the first 4.
He is absolutely on fire.
He got super hot at the right time for this tournament.
Yes, he did.
And he's rolling the ball just supremely.
Yeah, he is.
Sublime.
Yeah. He is throwing a ball as good as I've seen.
Yeah.
Jeff's weakness, as I've seen him bowl over the years, is ball speed.
He gets fast or
He's
slower.
Consistent.
Okay.
Not today. Oh my goodness.
And ball speed is probably has the biggest effect on the roll of a ball down the lane, because 1 mile an hour speed is 6 boards down. It can be 6 boards depending on the shot down at the pocket.
Yeah, I refer to that clip that Norm Duke did years ago on the tour, where they had, you have the miles per hour on the scores.
Yeah.
And he's telling people, look, this lane's doing this. I have to throw this ball X amount of miles an hour.
Oh, wrap to 10.
And he does it. Bang.
He would do it to the point 10.
Yeah. Yep. And then he'd go, okay, now on this lane, it's tighter, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to throw it at this speed. And he does it within a tenth. Bang, and you go, this guy is that good? Yes, he is.
Best bowler I've ever seen.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he is.
Norm Duke and Rick Steelsmith, the 2 best bowlers I've ever watched in my life. And I've said it before. I've bowled Norm Duke 4 times in the 4 majors, and I shot over 1,000 at him. I think my total was like 1,030 something, and I went 0-4.
Yeah.
Just
and I was privileged to be able to watch Earl Anthony in his prime.
Yeah.
On the East Coast. Oh my goodness.
To this day, my favorite's probably it's either Albee or Bone. But there's no taking away Earl's. Earl was just
And I'll tell you,
dominant.
and
And he was a monster. I mean, he was like Larry Bird in the case that, yeah, you're good, but everyone thinks you're just this quiet guy who sits on it. No, Earl Anthony and Larry Bird were talkers. They could talk stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were trash talkers, man.
And, Albie in his day when it was probably 84, 83 when he was Bowler of the Year.
Yeah.
When he made the show, he knew he was going to win, and you as a spectator knew he was going to win. He was that good.
Earl had more seconds than firsts.
Yes.
But Albie, when he got it, when he made the show, you were pretty much, he was winning. Unless it was a show of 4 left-handers and 1 right-hander. Then you knew the right-hander had the advantage because those left-handers
eat each other up.
Yeah. Steve Cook. Who are the lefties? Jess Stayrook, Mark Ollie, and then you got, I don't know, Randy Peterson on the right side going, wow, I'm the lefty on this show because I don't have to move.
Yep.
But
those guys were fun to watch.
The heyday of bowling for me. Oh, he was trying to chop it. Trying to chop it.
Yeah.
All right, so he didn't chop it, but we're looking at a pretty sizable deficit.
And how about, speaking of lefty, how about Parker Bone lately?
Oh, Parker Bone, he's living like he's 30 again.
30?
28,
20.
26. Yeah, Leslie Beamish, Leslie Bone, she bowled for Wichita while I bowled for Nebraska. We knew each other we bowled against each other in college. Super, super great lady. I loved her. And Parker was one of the nicest men I met when I bowled out on tour. It was just, super nice. That's a better ball.
Much
better.
There you go.
Great shot. And it's not over. If he finishes out, he puts pressure on Jeff. I mean, Jeff's got it. He's got a great shot right now. He's real confident. But you never know if you can throw a 3-4 bagger at a person, what they're going to do.
Yeah, Micah can still go. He can shoot it for 235.
I mean, he can shoot 235 scratch. That is not something out of the realm of possibility.
No.
Which forces Jeff to shoot 250, right?
Yes.
How many he's given away?
17.
247. Okay, if you should 252, he would need.
252, yeah. Of course, right now he's
on a 279 possible.
Yeah.
With confidence, that's the big thing. He's confident as an opponent. That's got to sit. Oh, it does.
Nice.
He's just kicking the 10 pin off the wall nicely. He's not doing anything like.
He's not forcing it.
No.
Everything's
nice and easy, fluid.
Yeah.
He's not trying, because I've seen some days where you can tell he's trying to hit it and trying to grab it and trying to throw it. And today it's just like, I'm going to let it swing, and at the bottom of the swing, I'm just going to put it right there. He's not doing anything to the ball.
That is absolute confidence in your game right now. Yep. And you know what? And this is the type of game when you're on, and you know this, you could throw 10 games and you'll never feel it. Sometimes you throw 3, 4, 5 games and you go, man.
I have it. I just don't have it today. But some days you're like 1 or 2 shots. You're like, oh, there it is. You practiced enough to feel that again. But some days it never comes. And then there's some days you get up from the first ball off your hand. You're like, as well, after it stops hurting.
And you'll bowl and bowl and bowl, and you don't care who it is
until the next day when your thigh blows up. There's another great ball. It's going to be light enough. No, it kicks the flat 10.
That was probably just a little bit faster.
Little bit, and a little bit in. He's finally in far enough where he's got that head oil, and it's the in shot with the speed. Got the ball down the lane an extra few feet that he didn't want, but. I'll take that as a bad shot any day.
Oh, if that's as bad as it's going to get.
And on a tournament condition, poured up shot. Okay, if that's my bad shot, I can live with it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Yep.
We thought that 4-9 a couple games ago early was going to be a problem, and nope.
No problem at all.
That's got to go. Oh, missing that would have opened the door for Micah.
Opened? Yeah, the lights would have went on.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to shoot 252 if Micah strikes out. He would have had the opportunity to lock him out. I mean, we're in the 7th frame, but if Micah strikes out, Jeff's got to get the next 4. And he's shooting 250. So, and now it's up to Micah to continue that, to execute that shot that he just threw.
As bad as his first 4 or 5
he's
shots
got to
were.
throw them away. And
His last one
what was
was
that last
excellent.
shot like?
Yes.
And repeat that shot.
And now will he get the same look on lane 6?
That's the thing. And now we're on another lane. He's farther out than he needs to be.
He's in.
Yep. Off his hand. Oh! He got the break. But he's too far right on the lane.
Yeah.
He's too far right on the lane. It's not that he tugged it left. That ball wouldn't have had a chance if he threw it where he wanted. Because it's gonna hit he's putting it down in the track. He's got to get in. He was in on lane 5. He's not far right on lane. He's farther right on lane 6.
Let's see if we can take advantage of that. And of course, Jeff's still okay. I mean, we're still looking at 259, 235.
Yeah.
Technically, but that was just a huge break for Mike.
Yeah,
that was
especially if he can fill it here.
Yes,
if he can
of course.
if he can bookend it.
Absolutely jump on that opportunity.
Let
3-bagger
it fall.
going to the 9th.
That's gonna sit. It's gonna sit. No. Oh. Ultimate
killer.
penalty.
Yep. Ultimate.
After the break he just got, and then
Yes.
to come back with that, it's like,
And you know what? When he let it go, I liked it. His arm swing looked good.
I'm right behind it, and I'm like, that. It looks like it's going to be in the oil, but he was. I don't know if he's being consistent where he's standing. Honestly, because he looked farther right on that shot than he did the previous frame when he rolled it really well. I don't know if he's really
Well, we're going to have to find out.
sitting in the same, standing in the same spot.
We're
It
gonna
might
have to
be
find
boards
out.
if he's not taking that into
Because
effect.
that's how it appears. Is that the case? Does he know that he's doing that? Or
Yeah,
what?
I mean, because he's looking down at his mark with his feet. I would think he's standing in the same spot, but it looks like he might be drifting differently because it's at the end where I'm noticing he's farther right than he was last frame.
Okay.
It might be something he might want to look at in a video on a lesson. Have somebody do 10 shots in a row and see where you're ending, or even when you're at the approach, you can do it by yourself. You don't need video. Stand in one spot. When you finish it, where do you end up? Next frame, stand in one spot, same spot, and continue to see where you. If you're drifting 3 or 4 more boards
That's
at a
ton.
time, that's a ton. I mean, I used to be upset when I drift a half a board extra.
And some guys can get away with it.
That's the allowance room we
Right,
had
there
in
we go.
Nebraska.
Talking about,
If I felt like I was farther right, I could deaden it, or that's got to sit. Oh, right back at it.
4-9. So now
It's not devastating,
No.
but.
because he, and his open was a 6 count on a double.
Yeah, he's gained count. He's got a makeable spare more
Yes.
than the other one. So if he makes it, that's going to be. I won't call it game over, but it's pretty close.
He's still up. 16?
20, close to 20.
Okay.
If he spares it, it'll get
if he
him-
spares it, fantastic.
Yeah,
but I
it'd be
want
30.
one right now.
One definitely.
Yeah.
You're on a strike. One
Yep.
or no, you're on a spare. But even so. After seeing a 6-2 it thrown at you on a double, get the one.
Yep.
That gains you 4, 5, 6, 7, a 7-pin swing on an open.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of worse things could happen.
Yeah. He's going for it.
Dude, it was close.
He's been pretty close on
Yes,
both his
he
4-9s today. But again, he's
up
made one
20,
both times. Most
And
important
he's
thing.
up 22 with 2 frames to go.
That is not uncomebackable. But considering Jeff is still crushing him, that's a 4-9. It's not like he threw a bad shot.
Yeah. Not like a puff 8.
You're up 22 with a guy going nuts on you. Leaves just has the bad break he's going to get. You figure, I'm going to have to strike out. I'm going to have to execute on the next 4 shots completely and get every break I possibly carry, every single one, just to have a chance. Ninth frame, foundation frame. First time I've said foundation frame today. That's going to be good.
Yes.
Gets the 10 off the wall again. There we go.
What I tell you, again,
just
great focus.
It's confidence
knows what
in that he knows
do.
if he rolls a good ball, he's going to get the breaks, because that's not a break. That's a
not a
great
break.
shot. I
Yes.
mean, he's going to get what he deserves,
Yes.
and that's a strike. He threw a great shot. some nights you don't feel that confidence where you start leaving the 10 pins or the
Now-
4-9s. But
And the situation now is Micah has to get at least a double.
at least minimum, because an open would be 95.04.
And he sheets it for
Yeah,
97.
double. Minimum double.
Yeah.
Turkey would force Jeff to mark. But basically, we're only at a possible. He can't shut him out or do anything like that. That's
a little
gonna
bit
hook.
better.
That's going to hook.
No.
See, he rolled the ball better, but he's too far out. He's putting it. He put it right in the dry. The ball never had a chance to get down to the lane to the hook spot.
And again, we're talking about a kid who
learning. He's learning. Yeah.
And I don't think they comprehend that the ball can be that much different in a track area as opposed to a condition.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a fresh condition versus what like track that's
Right,
burnt. Yeah.
right.
It's amazing what and it's also learning when it moves
And
when to see it.
now that track has blown out, how do I attack it to get to the pocket and carry? Do I move left and get into the track late down the lane? Do I ball down?
Those are conditional moves.
Yes.
Some moves you've got to move right of the track. You've got to say, screw it, I've got to get around the track. I don't want to go in to bank the track because the heads are gone so much on top of the track that you just can't move. Like you were talking about last week's shot, that sounds like you'd have to move to 6th or 7th arrow and just fade it the entire time. Whereas that's the type of condition I might just want to get something urethane and dump it up the ditch. Dump it up the ditch.
That was, if anybody, and nobody did it.
Nobody got out urethane last week?
No, because they didn't have it.
True.
But could you?
That
Drew,
sounds like, when I heard that, I was like, it sounds like I'd just move right and just dump it.
If somebody had a urethane ball in their hand last week.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe nobody did.
They didn't do it. They didn't do it.
Well, I can't say that I'm upset that I missed it because I got to see Garth. It's got a hook. Oh, he chopped it off. No, that's going to end.
164.
That's going to end it. We've got our winner already before he bowls 10th frame. He won the tournament sitting on the bench. All right, we're going to see him bowl his 10th frame here. Finish strong. He can shoot 236. Might as well finish in style.
And
He's
you know
been
what?
bowling
Though?
great.
He didn't win it sitting on a bench. He won it
in the first 5 frames.
Yeah. he was loose is on the loose. Yep. And the monkey is off his back.
And he's catching up to his brother. two titles to 1.5. So not too bad for 1333 for Micah
place.
taking home second. 1300, not bad. And now he gets the bad break. Swishing 7, but he's all smiles right now. He knows he doesn't need it.
Of course he is. He don't need it.
He doesn't need it. He's taking home 2,100?
25.66.
25.66. 13.33 for second. Great day here at the ABT. Great matches. Good bowling. Fun time.
Great competition. Absolutely.
No Stepniak, no Ross Kelly. We're good.
You're right. We
Hey,
had a
woo-hoo,
great
what a
weekend.
day.
I got you guys. Thank you. You made my whole weekend.
Sorry you're feeling bad, Steve. I don't mean to kick you when you're down.
I do.
But you do it to me all the time. Tie. All right, so no tie here today. We had the tie early, which Jeff Schlehuber. Okay, Jeff Schlehuber loses the tiebreaker, then runs through the field.
Yes, he did. Runs, stomps.
I think he lost the tiebreaker on purpose so he could continue bowling. I say this every week. There's a tiebreaker and they lose, but there is a strategy to stay loose. You just keep bowling. That's the way you got to look at it after you lose a match, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He went 4-1 today. He lost the only one he could lose. I just don't think he was trying. All right, and he finishes. Finishes it in style with his third 4-9.
Yep.
All right, so that's a 234 to a 201 handicap finish. Great bowling by Jeff Schlehuber in our final. Shot over 1,000 handicap for 4 games on the TV show today. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to have a little interview, sit-down chat with our tournament champion, Jeff Schlehuber, just around the bend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Source here with Drew Highland and our new ABT champion, Jeff Schlehuber out of Highlands Ranch. Jeff, I gotta tell you, that was the best bowling I've ever seen you throw. Drew and I talked about the one thing over the years that I've watched you bowl, and obviously watching bowlers from behind, I can pick certain things out. It's a lot easier, as you know, you've done on the past, helping your brother Dave. The biggest thing I saw with you when you struggled was ball speed. You're either fast or slow. You were always deliberate, which is fine, but your ball speed wasn't really that consistent, and at times I think your release suffered because of that. Jeff, you put everything together today. Those matches were fantastic to watch. We're telling the people at home, you want to watch somebody that was fluid, that had no grab at the bottom, that threw the ball as easy, confident. That was you. Jeff, great job. And the only problem with the whole thing is your brother's still got one on you.
Yeah, he does.
Thanks for reminding me. Well, that's all day I've been, I call you the Uber Hoover. I just found out we need a big moose.
That's it, yeah. The moose is loose.
Your arm swing was so loose.
Oh, God, it was so good. When you see this, I'm telling you, dude, you are going to love it. That's how good you threw the ball.
Great shot out there. What was your mindset going in? It looked like you started straight. You were trying to play it as straight as possible early, and then it kind of opened up for you and gave you a little more room and swing.
It did. The biggest move I made was right before I bowled against Mako, and I knew that was going to be a key match because Mako was throwing it good all weekend, and I knew that it was
struggle.
Yeah,
both of you.
Yeah, and I made a 2-2, and I fluttered one to the right, and it was the only really bad shot that I made throughout the finals. And then once I hit what I was looking at, then I got that confidence again, and my swing really loosened up.
And another thing I do want to point out is we were commenting from the 7th frame on, every match, nobody had a chance.
Well,
you struck out basically in every match from the 7th or 8th frame on.
One of my dear friends, George Brooks, always says, when you get to this stage, if you get the lead, don't ever give it back. Yeah. And I got the lead today
George
a few
is pretty
times.
good at that.
Yeah, and he's helped me out a lot. There's a few things before I forget. My beautiful wife Cindy, thank you so much for all your support. You've seen nothing but tragedy in this ABT tournament. Today's our day. My awesome son Andrew, who's becoming a very, very good young player.
Andy Schlehuber.
And of course my brother. I'm gaining on you, buddy. Gaining on you. And I can't leave here without giving a shout out to my two best buddies. I love them like my sons, Spencer and Scott. Thank you for all your support. And Richard Vidko, today to see him coming out of his slump meant the world to me because I love the man.
Yeah, he just missed the cut. He would have been there with you.
I'm a little emotional right now. I was telling Nick and you guys, I was the very first employee ever hired at this place. In fact, I put all the lanes in. I put all the
That's
pins,
right.
I
forgot about that.
Back in 1984. So this is a very, very special moment for me.
First title here.
And very emotional right now. But wow.
That's good to see.
If it was to happen, I'm glad it happened here because I have so much love for this place.
That's awesome.
And I tell you what, it's a great bowling center. We talked about the league base in town, and talking to Paul Nichols, Hall of Famer, who helps in a pro shop, and he said we got almost 2,600 league bowlers in this bowling center. Yeah. And remember, this used to be a 40-lane center. They cut it down to 32 because they weren't filling them. He put in a game room to try to get some added revenue in here. And guess what? Now we're packing the place again. Yeah. We got a great scratch league on Wednesday night.
It's awesome.
It's on a waiting list.
Awesome.
We got, what do we got, 80?
Arapahoe lanes?
We got 120, right?
Yeah.
30 teams. 30 teams.
30 times 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Bowlers on
We were
Wednesday night.
We were fortunate to win that last year, thanks to my son and Scotty and
you guys
Spencer.
tore it up.
Yeah, we had a strong team, and
sounds cool.
we won our first playoff round last weekend. Hopefully, or last Wednesday night. Hopefully this weekend we'll do
You're
the
in the
same
playoffs
thing.
now. Yeah, it's that time of season.
It's time to start on good.
You got a good start on next week. A little bit of
Guys,
awesome.
I
I
just
feel really good
I
for
am
you,
so excited. It's just the biggest monkey off my back because I feel like I'm a good player and not win this doggone thing and finally get that.
So yeah, exactly.
Get that thing off my
title, it means
off
so
my
much
back.
To you.
It's
it
just
just
it's
makes
huge.
that it
It's
just
huge.
makes that check
Yeah,
worthless.
yeah.
So you probably just want to give that to me. Just give it to me. He does, you know, we'll split it.
20
You keep one.
I'll tell you what,
You keep that one.
$2,566.
That will work.
There you go,
that
sir.
will work.
Absolutely awesome.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations
guys. Hey, love all my buddies and my family, man. Thank you so much for all your support, everybody. Nick, thank you so much. You've
My
been such
pleasure.
a great friend through all of this. So thank you so
Alrighty,
much.
folks.
All right, that'll do it from here. You can't beat it. The moose is loose. He's going to be after you next week, Holiday Lanes. If he comes back, he'll go for 2 in a row because he has to get ahead of his brother because he'll never live that down.
We haven't had
Exactly.
2 in a row in a long time.
But when I did win, I did have one other title, and thank God I won it with my son. That was a
That was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
that was a pretty
cool.
special
Yeah.
deal too.
Alrighty, folks. For Nick LaSorsa, I'm Drew Hyland with our tournament champion, Jeff Hoover the Moose Schlehuber. How many nicknames do you need? All right. We'll see you next week from Holiday Lanes. See you then.